I actually started off doing Krav Maga when I was in school. Then when I finished school, I wanted to go on a holiday. So what I realized was that Thailand offers a lot of these camps where you can live there and train there. So that was my second step. I started doing Muay Thai. And the more I started doing Muay Thai, the more I started falling in love with competition. Because it's not about martial arts, it's also about competition. I'm competing not necessarily with my opponent, but with myself to get better tomorrow. So in that terms, when I came back to Bombay, when I was doing college in Bombay, I Googled, I searched a lot, and I realized that the best people in India right now is Evolution Mixed Martial Arts. And that's when I dropped by their gym. Their gym was like an hour and a half away from where I stay. So you spend an hour and a half journey by train. I dropped by them and I started training with them every weekend. And the more I did it, basically the more I fell in love with it. And I'm hooked, stuck, pulled into MMA. So how the idea to bring mixed martial arts to Nagaland, or the Combat Academy, to start the Combat Academy was, well, last year I had broken my foot, I was injured, so which led me to take some time off. I came back home, I was resting at home, and during my time home, I started cross-training with a few Naga wrestlers, showing them some boxing, some kicking, some grappling moves, and they started showing me some of their traditional Naga wrestling. And what struck me was how fast they learned. It's epic. From someone who's been training with a lot of people, I can kind of identify whether someone's talented or not. I forward this to my coaches. My coaches came down to Nagaland. We again trained with this same group of people, and they were also quite astounded about how good they are at this mixed martial arts game. So which led us to thinking, let's try to build something more concrete in Nagaland. Let's get together, let's pool our resources. And the Combat Academy got up where they could come down and train. Okay, education. Now you take what we studied 100 years back and what we study today. Take a form of government. We started with what? Monarchy, dictatorship, communism, democracy. It's evolution. Everything evolves. Why cannot martial arts evolve? We have karate, taekwondo. These martial arts were originated ages back. For a time, not like today. Mixed martial arts is basically the evolution of martial arts. One of the beauties about the Combat Academy that I've noticed in the past few months is the variety of styles. We have Among and Singit, who are Taekwondo background, Boboy and Lanu, who are boxers, Hemavi and Victor, who are primarily Muay Thai fighters, Aleto, Kinni, who are Naga wrestling competitors. So that way it has allowed us to have a lot of cross training. They have showed us their techniques and we have shown them our techniques. People keep talking about age. I think age is a mindset. But yes, when you're younger, your body can do a lot more. And these fighters are at that perfect age where their body can take a lot of stress. Recovery is really fast. But another thing is the mental aspect. Five of them, I would say, is at that point of life where they don't exactly know what they want to do. They're at that crossroads. And I think mixed martial arts, or martial arts in general, has helped them tremendously in that perspective. It's given them focus, discipline, and never give up attitude. There's this really cool saying that Dana White, who runs the UFC, he said that fighting is in our DNA. And I completely believe that every culture, every civilization has had some form of martial art. Including Nagaland here, we have our own Sumi kick fighting. We also have Naga wrestling. So martial arts is part of our culture. Why not take it to the next step, mix it up with different martial arts from around the world, call it mixed martial arts, and have a competition. So the history behind mixed martial arts basically began with UFC 1. UFC 1, the idea behind it was for the Gracie family to showcase Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which was a relatively new art. So they invited martial arts from different disciplines to compete in a tournament. And through that tournament, it turned out, yes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was very effective. Brutal, yes. The first couple of shows were very brutal. But today you have to understand that there is a unified code of rules. You can no longer do whatever you want. There is proper guidelines, proper rules. And what many people mistake is when two people walk into a cage, these are two trained athletes. They have been doing this for years and they are trained. They know what their bodies can do, they know what pain they can take and what their body can't take. We tied up, well, the mother gym in Bombay, that's what we all call Evolution Mixed Martial Arts in Mumbai. It is their brainchild, Jitendra Khare, my head coach's brainchild, to start up this league. And since I've been training with him for so long, and through training with him, we have met so many other gyms around India that have the same passion as us. So we got together, all of us got together collectively and decided, let's start an amateur league for our fighters and also for anyone that would want to be part of this. I am a huge advocate for social change. I think if someone is given a platform where they have a voice, they need to talk about sensible things that will make a difference to society. And one of the things that I personally want to stress on is we are warriors. We have had headhunting in our culture for generations. It's in our blood. What I want to start doing is creating heroes. Modern day heroes where children that have nothing to do today, that have nothing to hold on, can look up at these fighters and say, yes, if I truly believe in something, if I put all my passion into something, I can become someone. And that's what we are looking for with Yoda FC. Let's build a platform. Let's start that first step to creating heroes in Nagaland itself.